Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Today we'll be going over my newest OS fleet update because for some reason people have been asking me, specifically one person in general on my Discord as of right now, have been asking me about my OS fleet for Azur Reign. So let's get right into it and discuss about my fleet. So I'm going to let you guys know as of right now, nothing has changed much since the last time I made this video. I think the biggest thing is I kicked out Alsace for Lion, and I kicked out Brest for Trafalgar. But this is pretty much the same lineup I run for everything. It's very simple, very basic. So again, the purpose of this fleet is to have coverage for every type of armor situations. Percy is my healer. If you guys want a unicorn works as well too. Fritz is primarily there for light armor and medium armor damage. Very good there. Can't go wrong with her setup. It does a lot of damage. Now, Lion here, ideally you want to have the 457 MK7 on her, or you want to have her the Mecklenburg gun on here. But I don't have Mecklenburg gun as of right now, and 457 I'm not using because I'm using Lion right now for the latest Meta 15 fight, which is light armor. So I'm using this as of right now. But ideally this will be the 457 just to get more damage output out there. It's very good. But again, Lion is such a busted character to the point where like it doesn't matter what gun you run on her, she's just gonna do a load of damage. It doesn't matter how much you what gear you have on her, she's just ridiculously powerful as of right now. It is disgusting. Hindenburg right here is geared towards light armor stuff. Mainly should be heavy armor, but I don't really care too much. I think the setup is perfectly fine on her. The next ship is gonna be Trafalgar. This ain't just for utility kit or whatever. This setup is very generic. You can tweak this if you guys want to, but I think she's primarily there for lowering evasion, making sure everyone's getting support that they need, and just doing her own thing, man. And Plymouth, we know how good Plymouth is, guys. I glazed her so many times now to the point where like if you see Plymouth in my screen, you already know why I'm having her there. She's a very good ship. Juices up my Lion. You guys already know the deal. It's just that easy. Now for the other ships or the other setups is very different because these fleets are mainly there for like cross barrages. Like I'll be honest with you guys here, my main fleet can deal with any kind of situations in the game as of right now. Even on arbiter fights like normal, they can like one fleet it, and on hard arbiters maybe like get it down to like 10% HP left. Like this setup, it just poops on everything, man. It's too strong at this point. So if you guys want have a battleship set up, I have this one right here, just like a whatever slot. Vanguard, Bismarck II, Alsace, Unzen, Helena, and E-Girl here. It's just a mix of everything. Like again, I'm not trying to like fixate on one specific armor typing anymore. If you guys are relatively new players, I would ideally recommend that you guys fixate on like specific armor typing for boss fights. But if you guys are like really at end game now, it shouldn't really matter what gun you guys use, because at this point, like I'm pretty sure most of your ships are gonna be powerful. So I'm gonna take this from Brest right here. But yeah, like I just got to the point where like I don't really care who I use, I just get the job done. This fleet is 100% only here for cross barrages. Like I don't even touch this fleet. They don't exist to me. They're just there just to get more procs or whatever. Like that's their purpose. And then this fleet I use a lot of, mainly because it's really good for us finishing off bosses, especially when I get difficult arbiter hard fights. I use this fleet right here just to finish them off, make sure the job gets done, and all that jazz. Aim for just finishing off the last 10 to 20% of the boss's HP, and then I'm good to go. But yeah, this fleet right here, if you guys are at that end game stage of Operation Siren, this is how I recommend you guys build out your fleet, especially with how powerful ships are these days and how many we have. Make sure you have one healer, one carrier that does a really good damage, one carrier that's good at covering at least 2 armor types. In this case, I'm doing light armor and medium armor, so I'm using Fritz here. And then your battleship should cover the other 2 armor typing. It's gonna be medium armor and something. So in this case, carrier is gonna be light armor and medium armor, and then Lion is gonna be medium armor and heavy armor. I know it's kind of weird because Lion's really good on light armor, medium armor, but that's just how we're gonna do it for this one. And then your Vanguard should be a mix of heavy, light, and medium armor damage output. So Hindenburg here is on light armor duty a little bit. I should make her like heavy armor duty, honestly. I think I will but I think I use Hindenburg for my my whatchamacallit setup as of right now. So I think we'll leave it like this. We'll leave it like that. Yeah. Trafalgar is like a mixed damage dealer, and then Plymouth is like light and medium armor kind of. So that's usually how I do it. And then your battleships can be like light armor or medium armor depending on what you guys want to do. Again, battleships aren't the best for heavy armor, so just use like light or medium armor setup for your battleships. And then carriers should be aimed towards medium armor and heavy armor, mainly because that's what they're best at with the torpedo bombers. So do that, especially because heavy armor DPS output is very rare outside of the IJN faction. So I would prioritize having IJN be like your heavy armor damage dealer when it comes to OS content. And then third fleet or last fleet can be whatever you guys want. Cross barrage is what I stack here, and then you're good to go. Submarines, again, extra damage output, just toss them in there. They're very good for arbiter hard fights, so it's always nice to have them. But again, my fleet is primarily 99% fleet 1 and like 1% either, no, 1%, okay, fleet 1 is 99%, fleet 4 is 1%. The other two are just cross barrages and like backup in case I go against some like crazy arbiter that tanks out everything, which is very, very rare, but it could happen. Who knows? But yeah, this is how I build my fleet out. You guys can do whatever you guys want. Feel free to ask me questions if you guys have any concerns about it. But for the most part, this fleet here can get the fleet done. Or my first fleet can get the job done for 99% of the content. It's just that powerful. That's the power creep of Azur Lane for you right there in a nutshell. Alright, so thank you guys for watching as always. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'm out of here. See you guys next video. Peace out.